Hey guys, welcome to Tech Notebook, and this is the fourth tutorial in the Django Meeting Link Organizer tutorial series. So in this video, we will be focusing on the front end of our application, and we will be focusing on creating our HTML files, our view templates, as well as our URL redirects. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so now let's get started with the HTML. So the first thing we need to do is to open up the settings.py file, scroll down into this templates list, go into DIRS, and in here we need to actually create the directory that will house all of our HTML files. And we basically need to paste in this line right here. os.path.join base_dir, and in here we need to type in templates inside quotation marks. So if we look at OS right here, we see that it has an underline under it, and that is because we haven't imported it. So we need to just import OS here. So just type in import OS, and now we will be good right here. And basically what the base directory is this variable right here, and by base directory it is referring to the directory that manage.py is in, which is basically our src folder. And basically this directory is the templates folder inside src, because we're joining templates to src. So now that Django knows that that folder is actually there, we need to actually add the folder. So we'll need to click on src and click and type in templates right here, and we have a folder. I spelled this wrong, fix that. And now in here we can actually add the HTML files. So the first file we need to add is base.html. So I will have a GitHub link down in the description where you can actually get the files for this tutorial. And in there, we will have this base.html file inside the templates folder. So what you'll need to do is just paste that in right here. So since this is not an HTML tutorial, I will only be showing you what the Django specific code is inside this HTML file. So when we scroll down, we see that there is this curly bracket and a %sign. It says block content, and another curly bracket and a %sign. So this is basically the syntax used by the Django engine, and that basically tells it that there are other files that will be added to the same directory, and whatever is inside the block content in those files needs to be replaced right here, and I will show you how that works in a bit. So now that you've seen that, we can actually go and create another file. We'll call this file link to click.html. And again, you'll need to go into GitHub and paste that code into here. And this is our link to click.html file. So right here, it says that this file extends base.html, and that basically means that all of these block contents and block content will correspond with these blocks inside base.html. So basically what we're doing is all this code right here will be right here in the HTML file. And basically the reason why we're doing this is to maintain the dry principle, which stands for do not repeat yourself. And so our base.html is basically a template for the link to click.html and the no meetings.html that we will add shortly. Now inside link to click.html, there are these tags right here, where there are 2 curly brackets, and inside here it says obj.meeting name. I will tell you what obj means in the next tutorial, but right now we know that meeting underscore name is actually one of our model fields. If you look over here, meeting name is a model field, and if we go back to link to click, there's a start time right here. End time is right here. And the meeting name and meeting link is also in models.py. So basically what these tags these are basically variable tags. So this is meant to be replaced by a value that we will pass in to this HTML file inside the views.py file. And we will also be doing that in the next tutorial. So now we basically need to create another file inside this templates folder. And again, it is in the GitHub link down below in the description. So we'll call this file nomeetings.html, hit enter, and we will paste the code in. So just like our link to click.html, it extends the base template, and anything in between these blocks will be replaced in the actual base.html file. And this file basically is shown to the user when there are no meetings, and no meetings are basically scheduled. So if you're liking this tutorial so far, please consider subscribing. My YouTube analytics show that 96% of you guys aren't subscribed. So it's not that hard, it's free, so go ahead and subscribe to this channel. So let's continue on with the tutorial. Okay, so now once we're done with that, we need to go into this urls.py file inside this meeting link folder. So basically what urls.py is it's basically a list of URL patterns that correspond to a certain action. So that means if a user were to go to, say, /admin, in the case of the admin page right here, then the user would be redirected to this admin.site.urls function, which will actually render out the admin page. Now, what we want to do is we want to actually tell the Django engine that if it's an empty path, we want it to actually send any empty path queries to this interface app. So that way we're bundling all the functions of the interface app within the interface app, and we just need to create another URLs file. So in here we just need to type in urls.py, hit enter, and now we've created a new URLs file. So we want to tell it that, that if we have a blank path, we want it to actually go to the URL patterns that we will paste in here shortly. So the way we do that is by adding a new line, copying this right here, and pasting it right below. We'll leave this blank. And now in this Django.urls, we will need to import another module. And that module is called include. And this include module will basically allow us to send queries to the urls.py file inside this interface. So we'll just need to type in here now, include, open up parentheses, open up quotation marks, interface.urls. And now we need to go into, and now we need to just copy all of this, paste this into urls.py inside the interface app. We can remove this include, and we can remove the admin, and we can also remove this thing right here. And now in this file, we will need to import the views functions. Currently, there are none because we haven't written any, but in the next tutorial, we will actually be writing the functions in the views.py file. So we'll just need to type in from dot, which is the current directory, import views. And now in this path, what we need to do is we need to type in views dot current underscore meeting. And we will be creating this current underscore meeting function in the next tutorial. So you'll just need to add this right here. Okay, so if you were able to follow all these steps without an issue, you've successfully completed this tutorial. Make sure to leave any questions that you may have in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.